Okay, we're going to check the wiring in this box here and see how they did. Okay, the insulation's pinched under the screw on that one. And of course the ground is not hooked up. Okay, that one doesn't look bad, but the ground is not hooked up. And they backstabbed this one. Okay, so look at our white wires. Okay, see how the copper is up here at the top? And it's not down in the bottom. We're going to push it in. Now the copper is coming down. Now the copper is coming down to the bottom where we want it. Our insulation is down in the orange the way we want it, so we'll push this back in. Now we'll check our white wires on this one here. See how there's little copper sticking up from the top there? We'll look over here. We'll pull it out. This one is stripped too long. Okay, so we'll clip them back just a little bit. Okay, now we'll just push it in like that. We'll make sure it goes in like that. Keep our insulation goes up. Our copper goes down to the bottom, and our insulation goes up into the orange here a little bit. So we'll do our other one. Put it in the hole. I feel the barb. Push it in. I make sure the copper comes down to the bottom all the way, and our insulation goes into the orange. So then we'll look at what we have here for all our ground wires. Okay, this one has all 4 spaces filled. So let's make sure our wires are in the holes all the way. Okay. That one is in all the way. one's in. That one's in. Now all our copper's in on all the way on both sides. We push this back in. Okay, we have one open hole on this one, so we will make sure these are in all the way. And we'll get a tail to ground to all three of our switches. So we'll strip our insulation off of the insulated wire here. So we'll ground all of our switches the way they are supposed to be grounded. Okay, so we'll push it into our ground connection here like this. Push it in, make sure it's seated down all the way. Now we'll push this back into our box. And we'll come around here, we'll get to our first switch. I'll put these wires on the screws. I like the screws better. Yeah, they don't hold very well in the holes. So I'll strip these a little bit longer so I can put the wires around the screws. Make sure it's tight. The insulation's not under the screw head. The other one up here around the screw like this. There we go. That's how we want our wires. So we'll get our ground wire over here. We'll come to our get nice and short, so we have plenty of room here to go loop to loop to our other two three-way switches. We'll close our loop around the screw there. Make sure it's tight. Now we can push this back into our box. This takes care of our first switch. See, it's drawing the box up and I'm tightening the screw too. Okay, there's our first switch. Okay, now we will get our white wires back in here from this switch. So we'll get all our grounds pushed back in here out of our way. And get our white wires back in here out of our way. And we'll hook our switches back up. Let's make sure our insulation. Yeah, we'll redo these connections. We'll just see how they did on the inside here. See, they got the insulation really close to the screw head there. They have a decent hook though, so I'll just tighten that back up. No, I don't like how that looks, so I'm gonna open this up. They made kind of a small hook there, so I'm gonna open that up. Okay, I'm gonna make our loop back just a little bit so that we don't get the insulation caught there. So we'll bring it back just a bit. Close it the directioner. Oh, you know what? I don't like how that's coming up. See how crooked that is? So I'm gonna just cut. I'm gonna strip it just a little longer there. There we go. There, that's how I like to make, how I like them to look. Like that there, and I make sure our insulation's not getting under the screw head there. Make it tight. See, they made too small of a hook there, and they got the insulation a little bit under the screw head, so I'll open that up. Put it around our screw direction and screw turns and close our loop. That's what we want right there. Flip it around, we'll get our white done. We'll put our ground on the, okay, the white. Let's see how they did making that loop there. They made a real small hook like that, but I'm gonna make that a little bit better. Okay, strip it a little longer here. There it is, nice and tight. So now we'll put our ground wire around our green screw. So we'll bring our ground wire up here. We'll close our loop around the screw the direction our screw turns. Here we go. Make sure it's nice and snug there. Push this one back so it's out of our way. This will go over to our other switch. We'll fold these wires up. We'll push this into our box like that. I hate painted up screws like this. Okay, so that copper's not under the screw head all the way, so we'll take it off. Here, we'll look at all our loops here and see how they did them. That's not too good. That was kind of long. And we'll check our red one here. Okay, that one looks fair, so I'll take it off. That was not really shaped properly, so we'll open that up. Same with this one. Let's flip our wires a little bit longer here. This is a common one right here. Okay, so this black one is our common. Power goes in the common and out the common, and the two travelers don't make a difference until you hook them up. I'll clip the mutilated piece off the end here like that. Okay, make sure our copper's under the screw head all the way around and our insulation's not caught under the screw head. So we'll flip it around now. We'll put our red on the other traveler screw here. See, it's hard to get a nice new shaped hook when you're working with a rebending a wire, so I'm going to strip it off a little bit. Nice one. Those are loop directional screw turns. Make sure it's nice and tight, and our insulation's not under our screw head. In our last round wire, we got to make our loop directional screw turns. Get it on our screw head there. Close it up. Directional screw turns. Now, three-way switches can go in either way. There's no right or wrong because it's not top and bottom like a regular single pole switch. Because when sometimes on is up and sometimes on is down. The other switch always changes the direction that the switch is going to be turned. Okay, so make sure ground wire stays away from everything. Push that up away from everything there. And we'll screw this in. Alrighty, that is how to rewire a 3-gang switch box that was not wired properly because all the yokes of the switches, none of them were grounded. Here in the country I was born in, we use 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps, 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps. Black is live, white is neutral, the berry green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors, however you may find white live in a switch loop or 220-240 volt circuit where the appliance does not require a neutral. Peace. Thanks for watching.